2022 Volvo V90 Cross Country Review. Hi there internet friends, welcome back to our channel. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, so you're always up to date with the latest videos. I know your time is precious, so let's dive straight into the review of the Volvo V90 Cross Country. Stay with us until the end as we'll show the interior, exterior and drive of this V90. Buckle up and enjoy the journey. It takes a certain type of person to buy a 2022 Volvo V90 Cross Country. I'm not entirely sure if it's a matter of self-assurance, or the sort of rationality and awareness that some of us need a decade of therapy to get close to, but in a sea of SUVs this almost wagon has a quiet confidence it's hard to ignore. There is a part of me, the wagon purist, you could say, which finds the V90 Cross Country a little frustrating. Not because of the car itself, but at the idea that Volvo needs to crank it up a little, SUV-ified, to make it more palatable to US drivers. That niche consists of people who rationally ask themselves, do I really need an SUV? Now I'm not saying that nobody requires that in their life, of course. And nor do your reasons need to be earnest, outdoorsy ones either, if you simply prefer the aesthetic, or the higher ride height, or whatever else it is that makes an SUV appealing. Well, I'm not going to throw myself in between you and the dealership and block you from accessing it. Volvo is known for two things, an obsession with safety and station wagons. Safe and sensible Volvo wagons have dotted suburbia for decades, but the 2022 Volvo V90 Cross Country puts a modern spin on this classic Swedish conveyance. Volvo's biggest wagon debuted as a 2017 model and gets some notable updates for 2022. It's now running the Android Automotive OS infotainment system, with Google features baked right in, even when your phone isn't connected. It also gets a new mild hybrid powertrain for added fuel efficiency. Finally, the standard V90 has been discontinued, leaving only the more rugged Cross Country version. We spent a day putting the Cross Country's new powertrain and infotainment tech to the test on a drive. For 2022, the wagon is available only in the B6 trim with standard all-wheel drive. Pricing starts at $56,295, including a mandatory $1,095 destination charge. Volvo's current styling creates a distinctive appearance while maintaining the brand's identity. It's something many other luxury automakers have tried and failed to pull off. The V90 Cross Country has the flat sides and upright profile of classic Volvo wagons. But where those hunks of Swedish iron looked like they were designed using only a ruler, the 2022 Cross Country is remarkably sleek for a station wagon. The Cross Country treatment adds plastic body cladding and a raised ride height, two SUV-type additions that seem to be the only way to sell a wagon in the United States. The Audi A6 Allroad, Mercedes-Benz E450 4MATIC All-Terrain, and Subaru Outback follow a similar formula, aiming to draw buyers away from uber-popular SUVs by copying some of those vehicles' styling features. The V90 also shares Volvo's scalable product architecture platform with the XC90 and XC60 SUVs, as well as the smaller V60 Cross Country wagon and the S90 and S60 sedans. Using the same platform for so many vehicles helps cut costs, but also risks amplifying engineering issues across more models. That's not a problem with SPA, however. It imbues each Volvo model with an impressive feeling of solidity and refinement. Interior design is another Volvo strength. As expected for a car in this price range, you get nice materials. Our test car featured Napa leather upholstery, matte wood trim that actually looked like it came from a tree, and intricate speaker grills for the Bowers and Wilkins audio system. Everything was arranged nicely as well. The minimalist design looked appropriately upscale, and put controls where they need to be. The Cross Country has less rear headroom than the two other similarly sized luxury wagons, the Audi A6 Allroad and Mercedes-Benz E450 All-Terrain. The Volvo does have more front headroom than the Mercedes, however, and more front legroom than both. Volvo quotes 19.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the rear seats in place, and 31.9 cubic feet with the rear seats folded. Audi and Mercedes don't list cargo space with the rear seats up, but Mercedes claims its wagon will swallow 35.0 cubic feet of stuff with the rear seats folded. The SUV equivalent of the V90, the Volvo XC90, can also be configured to offer more cargo space, but only if you fold its third-row seats. The V90 Cross Country comes standard with a 9.0-inch portrait-oriented touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto connectivity. CarPlay will be added after delivery via software update, a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, and a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Options include a head-up display and either a 13-speaker, 600-watt, Harman Kardon audio system or the aforementioned Bowers and Wilkins system, with 19 speakers and 1,400 watts of power. For 2022, the infotainment system switches to the Android Automotive OS also used in the all-electric Volvo XC40 Recharge. Instead of relying on apps developed in-house, Volvo outsourced key infotainment functions to Google, so rather than a generic navigation system, you get Google Maps. Google Assistant provides voice control, and the system can connect to the Play Store for third-party apps like Spotify. Android users can also sync their personal profiles to the car. Over-the-air (OTA) software updates are part of the package as well. Volvo says the system is fully iPhone compatible. Again, CarPlay is included, but everything defaults to Google when no phone is plugged in. That's not a bad thing, as Volvo did a good job of integrating Google's design with its own. The Android remake also brought a redesign of the main touchscreen menu, which now includes large horizontal tiles that you swipe to open menus. That streamlined arrangement makes up for the relatively small screen size.